And so if there is a acknowledgement of paternity on record that was signed at the hospital by you, do you acknowledge that despite you not recalling that document exists?
Yes, I do not recall.
Okay. And so do you understand that that document is a legal acknowledgement of the paternity of that child? Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
And also, do you understand that at this moment you are the legal father of all of that child? Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Welcome back to Family Court Drama. In today's episode, we have a child support hearing. The case involves a petition to establish a parent-child relationship. The mother is seeking child support from the father for their 3 children. However, the father disputes paternity for one of the children, arguing that he shouldn't be held responsible for that child. The mother counters this claim, stating that the father signed an acknowledgement of paternity and should be held accountable for all 3 kids. Let's get into this case and see what the judge thinks.
Mr. Atkins, do you have on a shirt, sir?
No, I'm at the house.
Yeah, but this is court, sir. This is not, so you need to treat it.
I put on.
Okay, could you hurry up for us, please? Thank you.
All right, I got a shirt.
Right, thank you. Can both of you please raise your right hands again? Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Ms. Jones?
Look like she's
Yeah.
frozen.
Ms. Jones, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, so your answer to my question is yes?
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Atkins?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Dell, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. We're here today on the state's petition to establish the parent-child relationship and petition and suit affecting the parent-child relationship for 3 children. Before I call Mr. Atkins for a service on the record, Judge, neither party's been served yet. However, I believe that Ms. Jones's attorney, Ms. Reveles, has agreed to accept.
Reveles. Or you can just
accepted.
say Brown if that's easier.
I believe, Judge, she's in agreement to accept the pleading today as service on behalf of her client. I'd just like to put that on the record.
Okay.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll call the father. Mr. Atkins, what is your full name?
Raymond Kevin Kenneth Atkins Jr.
And Mr. Atkins, you've received an email this morning from the Office of the Attorney General that includes a copy of the legal pleadings in this case, correct?
Yes.
And you understand that you have the right to be personally served with those documents by a process server or a constable?
Yes.
And are you in agreement this morning, Mr. Atkins, to waiving your right to personal service and citation and entering an appearance on the case today and proceeding with the case?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I ask that the record reflect that Mr. Atkins has voluntarily waived his right to personal service and citation.
The record will so reflect.
Thank you, Judge. There are 3 children of the case, Your Honor, a Kendall Atkins, Kylie Atkins, and Raymond Atkins. Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Atkins is requesting DNA paternity testing for the child Raymond Atkins, born September 3rd, 2020. The state objects to that testing as there is a valid acknowledgement of paternity signed for that child, which was attached to the state's petition. Would you like me to call to question the father, Judge?
Can you give me some more background? Do the other 2 children have acknowledgements of paternity?
The oldest child, Judge Kendall Atkins, does have an acknowledgement of paternity. The middle child, Kylie Atkins, does not. However, It's my understanding the parties completed private testing in the past, and DNA paternity testing is being requested for Kylie, only Raymond, who there is a valid AOP for.
Okay, you may proceed.
Mr. Adkins, you're requesting DNA.
Hold on, Mr. Dell. Mr. Atkins, we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
in court. So you need to get somewhere and get stationary. If we were in the building, you would not be able to move around like this.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Dell.
Mr. Adkins, you're requesting DNA paternity testing for the child, for which child?
Raymond Atkins.
And that's the only child you're requesting testing for, correct?
Yes, sir.
How old is Raymond?
He's 3.
Okay. Why are you requesting paternity testing?
Well, me and Sherry, I already did a DNA test, and I
Mr.
found out,
Atkins, I'm sorry, but I can barely understand you. So can you speak up for me?
like I said, I already did a DNA test for Raymond Atkins the third, and I found out he's not my child. The other two, Kendall and Kylie, they are mine. So, yeah, that's about it.
You've already done private testing in the past for the child Raymond. Is that your testimony?
Yes,
Okay, and you're asking that there be court order testing in this case?
yes.
Anything else you would like to tell the judge?
No, sir.
I pass the witness.
Okay. Counsel, you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Atkins, did you sign an acknowledgement of paternity for Raymond Atkins at the hospital? Do you recall?
Say that again.
Did you sign a document called an acknowledgement of paternity for Raymond Atkins, if you recall?
I do not recall.
Okay, and so if there is a acknowledgement of paternity on record that was signed at the hospital by you, do you acknowledge that, despite you not recalling, that document exists?
Yes, I do not recall.
Okay, and so do you understand that that document is a legal acknowledgement of the paternity of that child? Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
And also, do you understand that at this moment you are the legal father of all of that child? Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Dell?
Call the mother, Miss Jones. Ma'am, what is your full name?
Sherry Jones.
Okay, Miss Jones. Are you asking for DNA paternity testing on the child Raymond today?
No,
Why not?
because he's the legal father.
Was there private testing done in the past for Raymond?
Objection, Your
said
Honor. She
that-
doesn't have knowledge of that. That's just what he told her. So lack of personal knowledge.
Objection sustained.
Miss Jones. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Any questions?
Just a few, Your Honor. Ms. Jones, do you believe that Mr. Atkins is the father of Raymond Atkins? Is it the third? Raymond Atkins the third is a child?
Yes,
Okay, and are you asking this court to accept the acknowledgement of paternity that is already on file for this child? And are you asking the court to accept that as the legal document, as the legal acknowledgement?
yes,
And are you specifically asking this court for DNA testing for any of your children today?
no,
Okay, I'm gonna pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Jones, is there a possibility that somebody else could be Raymond's dad?
yes,
Then I'll order the testing. I won't rescind the AOP, but I'll order the testing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Judge. I'll prepare an order for the child Raymond. and
Okay, what day
circulate it.
we coming back?
September 5th, Judge.
Okay, this case will be reset to September 5th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. You will both need to be back on that date and at that time. If you're not back, a default order can be entered against you. Do you both understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You will both need to participate in the DNA testing. You will need to go on the date that the AG schedules you or as soon thereafter as possible so that the results will be available when we return to this court on September 5th. Any questions from anyone?
No, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
All right, then thank everyone for appearing here today, and you are all free to go.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you,
Mhm.
Mr. Bell.
Wow, what a case. The judge ordered the DNA test, but she didn't rescind the acknowledgement of paternity. Meaning, even if the DNA test proves that he isn't the father, he may still have to take care of this child, even though he isn't the biological father. But let us know what you think. Do you think it's right that this man may be financially responsible for a child that is not his because he signed the birth certificate? Tell us what you think about this case in the comment section below, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.